Our wives are not our maids. On the contrary, they are our maids. This is oral English. Maid as in M-A-I-D, in the form of servant. Our wives are not our maids. Maids as in M-A, T-E-S. Maids. Our wives are our maids. Our wives are our friends. Our wives are our partners. Nobody ever married their enemy. Whenever we meet women for the first time, we speak appealingly. We speak in a way that they are pleased with what we tell them. Oh, my sister, you are beautiful. Oh, my sister, you are gorgeous. My sister, I love you. Those kind of sweet words, they are the words we first speak to women we want to, go into relationship with. Whenever we meet women for the first time, we try to tell them, we try to, say sweet things to them. Oh, I love you. I want you to be my wife. I want you, and a whole lot of things. And it is based on these words that she also comes to agree with you. She comes to understand you. She comes to kind of like think the same way you think. Oh, this man, he has good things for me. He really. Nobody will ever meet a woman for the first time and start shouting, "Hey, bitch, you can't like this." No, it doesn't happen that. And no minded woman will take you serious the moment you start shouting those kind of beastie words at her. Because we all need comfort. Women, they want comfort. We also need comfort from them. And so whenever we meet for the first time, we all try to say things that will appear more convincing. And so normally when we get engaged with women, they are just human beings like us. They are not different. On the contrary, the cultural background, the cultural understanding, the kind of environment we all grew in. We grew up in an environment where people believe that who is a woman? What is a woman? Who is she? Women are dangerous. Never trust a woman. Never. All those kind of things are said against women. Women are just human beings like us. Whatever thing we do, a man and a woman comes together to do. Whenever they come together, what they do is that they try to cooperate, to coexist. They do things that will make their living smooth. We all live in a relationship that we want to kind of like have a peace of mind. Men expect women to give them peace, and then women as well expect men to give them peace. And that is the ultimate goal for why we choose to live together as husband and wife, or as in a relationship. So whenever we are in a relationship, we have to try to understand one another. In fact, what matters most important is that we are all humans. And that is what matters most. I'm a human being, you're a human being. I have a feeling and you have a feeling. And as the golden saying goes, or has it, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. You want others to treat you well, but you want to treat others in a bad way. It doesn't happen that way. It's a golden rule. So you must do unto others what you want them to do unto you. We must therefore learn to respect. Women have committed no crime against men. They have committed no crime against us. On the contrary, they even gave birth to us. Our mothers are women. Our sisters are women. Our wives are women. Our aunties are women. Women everywhere. And these women play a very important role in our lives. they cook for us, they do a whole lot of things. Though even cooking for us and all that is even part of our world, especially in Africa, another part of the world where it is the job of women to cook. Another part of the world is a different case. Another part of it's kind of like a role play. It's a partnership. It's a shared activity. The fact that you have gone to seek for her hand in marriage, bring her to your homestead or your household, doesn't mean that you are her boss. Your wife is not your subordinate. Your wife is your friend. Your wife is your partner. You must treat her well, treat her friendly. Let her feel that she's also a human being. Then you can live peacefully without the other party being afraid of the other. If you treat your woman nicely, if you treat her well, you will be free from her troubles. And if your woman to treat you well, you will also be free from her troubles. In the end, you all be free from each other's trouble. But when you think that I'm the man, I provide for you, I do this, I do that, and so you want to use that means or that opportunity to treat or harass your wife, definitely she will also take a stand. She will feel like this person doesn't mean well for me, and so she will also begin to behave in a way that she tried to also kind of like play a defensive mechanism. She tried to protect herself. Well, if she doesn't, so when you come together as a husband and a wife, when you come together in a relationship between a woman and a man, it is only an avenue where friendship is contracted or constructed. It's not an avenue where the other surpasses the other. No, you're all the same. Sometimes there are women who are even richer than men, women who are more powerful than men, assuming your wife is the president, assuming your wife is a director of a particular institution, assuming your wife, you see. So on the other hand, if you think that you are also powerful than your wife, it doesn't give you the permission, it doesn't give you the guarantee to insult her, neither to talk of even stretching your hand against her. When you do that, you have abused her, and it's not good for you to abuse your wife. So it's always good for us to stay together peacefully, stay together harmoniously, stay together in such a way that we will love our living. And when we bring forth offsprings, when we give birth to children, the children will grow up and they will feel secure. They will feel like, they wouldn't grow up feeling like, hey, my father is a beast, so I have to also learn to be a beast. Like it is always said, hey, most men will always advise their children, don't be like a woman so that you'll be weak. Don't do this. Women are this, women are that. They leave their legacy behind. Women are that, women are this, women are that. And they try to kind of like inculcate those kind of ideas into women to make it that women are monstrous, women are satans, women are this. No, women are just human beings like us. It is the kind of discriminatory attitude of the human being, how we discriminate against ourselves. Even men discriminate against one another. Even women themselves, they are even sometimes enemies of the other. Women, like the kind of submissive attitude, like how men want women to submit to them. In some part of the world, a woman takes food to a man and she has to bow down, kneel down, and then present the food or the water. This is an act of slavery. Why do you have to treat your woman like that? And if she doesn't do it, she is considered an insolent woman. She's considered a disrespectful woman. It's never that way. You can equally prepare food for your wife to eat, and your wife can prepare food for you to eat. You can wash your wife's clothing, she can wash your clothing. You can do anything for your wife, and she can as well also do it for you. It's a reciprocal nature of life. We all have responsibility to share. And so we must always understand our wives. We must kind of like treat them in a friendly manner so that together we can all live happily. That is what matters most. But a situation whereby you want to treat your wife like an animal, you think that she's a woman, she's nothing, that kind of understanding, perception we are not being fair to women in particular. Women have suffered a lot. Gone were the days among the Persians, if a woman committed a murder against a woman, the wife was killed in place. There were even cultures that if a man died, the wife was buried alive along with the husband. So she's either given a poison to take, and she also dies along with the man. She's buried along with the man. There are many instances where women have been abused, and sometimes you hear women even speaking in favor of men, trying to defend men, trying to be like, oh, we are women, we have to be submissive. Of course, submissive is a kind of like a reciprocal activity. You have to respect your husband, and your husband must also respect you. You have to respect you as my wife, you have to respect me as a husband. I have to respect you as a brother, and you have to respect me as a sister. We have to respect one another in general. Respect is not known to be belong to some kind of a group of people, and then is then taken away from another group of people. Respect is something that is given, that is shared among every human being. We have to even respect animals. We have to feel for them. We don't have to waste their lives. So when all these things happen, you see that in the end we have a very harmonious and a peaceful existence among all living things. I've been your humble servant, Akurugo Idrisi Yakubu. As usual, I came on your way just to share this little piece, and I hope I'll be coming back next time, and have a good time.